So as Dr. Chandrima has mentioned, I'll be talking on the side of the branded medications in glaucoma. So by branded, we have few differences. There are brand name drugs, which are the innovators, and we have branded generics. Most of what we use in India are branded generics, and true generics are the ones which do not come with any brand name. So I'll be talking against these true generics. Advantage is only the low cost. These are produced by companies with no cost of drug discovery. They just reverse engineer the known drug compounds. They do not have the cost of proving the safety and efficacy of these drugs through clinical trials. The main question about these generic drugs is the efficacy of these drugs. Legally, they have to be identical in strength, dosage, and the route of administration. And studies comparing the bioavailability are mandatory. Therapeutic efficiency is just assumed based on the bioavailability. But when it comes to ophthalmology, topical preparations are spared from this. We cannot really prove the bioavailability. So basically, if they have the same active ingredients in the same concentration, they are allowed to be sold. When it comes to glaucoma management, we should remember that this is a lifelong disease. We need the most efficacious with the least side effects, and cost should not be the only deciding factor. So, to summarize, generic drops have the same strength, dosage, and route of administration. However, the inactive ingredients can vary. When it comes to latanoprost, the strength of the active drug is 0.005. That is 99.995% of the content of the bottle is something else, excipients. In all our glaucoma medications, it is 98% and above the quantity of the excipients. Now, these are the preservatives, the pH adjusters, buffers in it. They can impact the corneal penetration of the active substance, affect the retention time, as well as the tolerability. In the past, we had generic diclofenac, which was known to cause corneal melts. This was because just a solubilizer, vitamin E derivative, was of a wrong formulation in the inactive ingredient and therefore caused that. And it had to be withdrawn from the market, not only by the smaller companies, but by big brand name companies also. In ophthalmology, again, the bottle may not be standard. The dropper size and composition of the material of the bottle also may have some interaction with the medication. Then you have this problem of generic drugstores, which may not have the same product each month, depending on their bidding, and they would stock medicines from the lowest bidder, and hence we don't know whether the efficacy will remain the same even within the compounds that they are dispensing. I have no financial interest in this talk, but what I would like to argue is about the efficacy and cost. And in our scenario, when most of our patients are diagnosed to have glaucoma, when they lose vision in one eye or when they come for a cataract, this is the scene in our country. They are well advanced when they present itself. And at that time, we need a good, efficacious drug. And therefore, I would side towards the branded medications. To summarize, in ophthalmology, no lab-proven efficiency needs to be demonstrated to the drops. You do not know what the content of the excipients the generic pharma is using. And always remember, once damage occurs, it is irreversible. Thank you. I'd like to thank Dr. Amit Parwal and the scientific committee for giving me this opportunity.